It's the final week of Big Brother 2013 and the final night for one of our favourites.
This is a big one. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I'd love to make it to the final five.
I've always played with my heart. Leaving would be incredibly devastating. The final five means a lot to all of us.
I know I've given my all, so it would mean the world to me to be in the top five and potentially be the winner of Big Brother.
I've really fought hard to be here, but it's not over yet. You don't win without fighting right until the very end.
We've watched them for 94 days. We've seen them become friends. And we've been there in their most intimate moments. Now, these four must face off for a place in the top five. The showmance versus the bromance.
What frustrates me about Tim and Drew is that they are manipulators.
They're becoming old fuddy-duddies.
One of these power couples is on the verge of a breakup. Who will go home just as the final week begins?
There's a lot of pressure on myself to go out with a bang.
Welcome to Dreamworld on the Gold Coast. Here's your host, Sonia Kruger.
This is Eviction Night Live, and in just 7 short days, I'll be standing on this very stage announcing the winner of Big Brother 2013. The 6 remaining housemates have just a handful of days to win $250,000. And here's a hot tip: it will not be easy. The winner has to outlast 5 others in the toughest evictions of the year, and it all starts tonight. Drew, Ed, Jade and Tim are all up. The showmance versus the bromance. So who's going home? Well, you know what? Almost every eviction has been a nail-biter, and this one is the most important one to date. In fact, this week we've had the most votes ever this year, so let's see where they're all going. Oh, there it is. Tight, very tight, close enough that you can still change the outcome. Now, the housemates know whoever survives tonight's eviction will join Boog and Tahan in the final week, and that is the sole reason that every one of them came into the house. So, should we check in with them and see how they're holding up?
How many times I said that, remember?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh. Hello, housemates. Hello.
Amazing.
Where are you all? Is that it? Is that all we've got left?
Oh no, scary.
Boog. Hi. Now, you came in as an intruder and you're through to the final week. Did you ever think you'd make it this far?
No, not at all. I'm so surprised I'm still here, but still so pumped, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here still.
Good night for you tonight. You don't have to stress.
Yeah, but I'm nervous for everybody else.
Well, neither do you, Tahan, do you? You're already in the final week.
Yay, I know. First, I think. Oh, no, second.
So what's your strategy now?
I don't really have a strategy now because apparently we're not nominating. That was the last time ever. So I think everyone knows who I am, so I can only still be myself.
All right. Well, nominees. Hello. One of you is heading home tonight. I will be back to discuss that matter shortly. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
See you soon.
See ya.
How amazing.
No, I get silver.
Yes, on a finger.
Now, very often, evictions are decided by a mere handful of votes. So this week, the housemates are using all their brain power to secure as many votes as possible.
This week, you're going to have to use mental telepathy to get your message across.
Australia, listen to my voice in your head. It's your friendly friend Tim here. You must save me. You must save me. Save me!
Is this thing on? All right, guys, if you can hear this, thanks for voting. Vote for me to stay in the house. I'm loving all the support, and thank you all.
Listen to my voice in your mind, Australia. Vote to save me and keep me in the house for the final week of Big Brother to keep the house interesting. It's been a long journey, but I need your help one more time.
Hi, Australia. Please vote to keep me in the house. Call, text, whatever you've got to do. Please, please, please keep me in the house for at least one more time. Thank you so much for all your help.
Which one of them is going home? Jeez, these shoes are killing me. Wow, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm so hungry. Those chips smell great. I wonder how long till we're back on. Oh, we're back on! These are the last few days the housemates will ever get to wake up in the Big Brother house. Ed and Jade are spending their time together, and the others are spending their time talking about Ed and Jade.
Making the most of the time they have left, Ed and Jade have spent the night alone in the gold bedroom.
One more day.
Drew and Boog slept in a presidential suite, Drew's prize for winning the Ironman event.
I think everyone in their head is not over it, but would secretly I'd love it to just be your final week already.
Yeah.
Just find out what's going to happen.
Get it done with, yeah.
I love how dark this room gets.
It's good, isn't it?
Tahan has already quizzed Ed about his special night.
He reckons I just chatted.
Oh, God. Chatted about what? Their relationship?
Yeah, probably.
A relationship in here. It's like when you go away on school camp and you get in a relationship, and then when you're back at school, it's just not the same. Like, you got together because of...
You're in an area together.
Yeah, or when you go holidaying overseas and you find love, it's like... It rarely works when it comes back to your real world.
Because, you know, real world life gets in the way.
Yeah, what brought you together isn't there anymore.
Yeah. Because there's no bills, there's no...
Take us all away. Do they actually like each other?
Housemates, it is time to leave the presidential suite.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Big Brother trusts you. Enjoyed yourselves.
Always.
Great. Bit rusty, but...
Oh, yeah, bit testy.
Thank you.
Good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love the sound when I come in here. It sounds like Christmas.
For the weekly task, housemates have been assembling and wrapping Christmas presents for the Starlight Foundation to pass on to children in hospital.
So what happened last night? It was really nice just to, even though it's just, we haven't actually slept by ourselves ever, so it was weird, but it was cool, just gave us a chance to chat a bit and...
Yeah, so what did you guys chat about, if you don't mind me asking?
No, every time we have these sort of conversations, it resolves nothing.
You're basically going around in circles anyway, because you're all, this is like your own holiday.
Yeah, exactly. You were just, every time we have any of these conversations, it's none of your questions get answered because we can't answer them. We just don't know what's going to happen on the outside. I just attract the biggest load of douchebags you have ever seen. If there is a douchebag within a 100-metre radius,
He will find you.
I will find them all. I will hunt them down and I will find them.
So do you think Ed's different? Do you think he's not that douchebag? Do you ever see him being a douchebag?
No, I see him very differently. But just even what he did last night, that is so not like anyone that I've ever...
romantic.
Yeah.
Last night, Ed went romantic on Jade, cutting up plastic petals from a pink bin liner and placing them on their bed.
Oh, Ed! Ed! Oh my gosh.
That's as good as I can do.
Yeah, it's just these little things that Ed does are so out of the blue for me. It's just not what I'm used to.
This is Big Brother. Mr. Clooney, can you not read the sign? No dogs allowed.
Mr. Clooney? You might be saying that a lot today, Big Brother.
Well, Ed, you're his major carer. Which means if Mr. Clooney does go on the beach, you will be fined.
Well, this will be a whole day. He's inside all day today, then. It's Clooney. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here. Come here.
Mr. Clooney. And how romantic is Ed with the pink plastic bags? Now, the question is tonight, are Ed and Jade in for a cruel separation? Or is the Red Bag Gang about to be disbanded? The biggest eviction of the year is on its way.
Any one of the four of us could go.
I really don't know, Big Brother. All four of them are quite strong.
Either way, it's going to be a cracker.
4 housemates that are 4 original housemates, and
everyone has had a huge impact upon this house.
I think Ed might go.
I think Jade. I don't think she brings enough to the Big Brother house.
The toss-up between Drew and myself, I think it's come down to the ex-husband and wife.
If it's not me, I'm going to say Jade. I think Drew will go this week. He's ridden Tim's coattails in here. He hasn't been true to himself.
I have no idea, Big Brother. Again, I feel like I could be going. It could be anyone.
Whoever leaves, it will be gut-wrenching.
Welcome back to Eviction Night Live. Now, part of the reason the four nominees are the four nominees is because at last week's nominations, the housemates' friends and family put them there. Now all they can do is bite their nails and wait nervously in row A, where Mike Goldman is with them now.
They're not the only one biting their nails. Friends and family of the housemates, yeah! Hello. It's Katie, Jade's cousin. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really good. So it's getting down to the final week. $250,000 is at stake. So this is your chance to help Jade win the cash. What is your most memorable moment during the series of Jade?
Definitely when she won Showdown.
Oh, she was good at that. What about when she said, I love you, to the lookalike of the guy sitting next to you?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Is she really in love?
I don't know. She's in the house, so you've got to wait and see.
Did she say I love you really easily?
No, not generally.
Maybe it is love. What do you think? It's Nick, Ed's twin brother.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, so I'm looking forward to having a chat to him when he gets out.
Has he ever told a girl he loves her?
He's told Mum plenty of times he loves her.
Oh, beautiful, Mum. And so what's your most memorable moment during the series of him?
Probably him getting down those bananas with Heidi. I can't believe he did that. But it's hard to forget his dance moves as well.
Good on you, Ed's twin brother, Nick. Hello, it's Drew's good friend, Simon. G'day, mate.
Hey, how are you going?
Best moment of the series for Drew?
I think Drew's had a lot of good moments in the series, but a couple of weeks ago when he won Housemate of the Week and he decided to help all his housemates out and lose his arm.
Oh, he's such a nice guy.
I think it showed...
Oh, we should win. what about Tully? Tully's apparently moving to Melbourne to be with him. Is that true?
Look, we love the relationship that they've got going on, so we'll see what happens.
He's a Tully fan. That's good. Oh, and it's Tim's mum, Lynn. Hello.
Hello.
This is your first time here, isn't it?
It is my first time here.
Why didn't you wear the onesie like Tim's dad?
I'll leave that to the men in the family.
So what's your proudest moment as Tim's mum during the series?
Oh, it's so hard, but I think maybe the day spa really had us rolling in laughter. There's so many, and close second was the Moo Man.
Oh, I love the merman. Beautiful. Oh, and look, it's Madeline. Evicted last week. It's decided to come back. Madeline, how's it been out in the real world?
Yeah, it's good, but I'm back. You can't get rid of me just yet.
We don't want to. What's everyone been saying to you everywhere you go?
Everyone's been saying just really positive feedback. It's been a great season, so I'm just excited to see the finale and the final result.
And what do you do now?
What do I do now? I don't know. What do I do now?
Want a job or something? Back to being a lawyer?
Are you hiring me?
I don't have a job. But maybe we'll talk later. Oh, look. And as a part of their ongoing therapy, ex-Big Brother housemates Ange and Estelle. Hello, girls.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome back.
Thanks, Mikey. Good to be back.
How does it feel? Is it a bit of nostalgia?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Going behind the scenes, like it's...
We saw how it works. I'm going to say there's so many butterflies going on in my stomach. I don't know how you guys are all doing this. It's crazy.
Who do you think is going to win?
Tim.
I think Tim, but I love Drew.
A lot of people thought Michael was going to win until he, well, Estelle.
Yeah. Did I cost him $250,000?
I think you might have. It's a lot of money and there's only a week to go. It's down to it. Thanks for coming back. Thank you, friends and family of the housemates. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you, Mikey. Now, with only 6 housemates left, the house seems a lot bigger and emptier. Tahan and Jade found out just how awkward the isolation can be.
This is Big Brother, Tim, Drew, Boog, and Ed.
Whoa.
To Santa's workshop.
This is the big one.
This is the big one, buddy. This is the big one.
Guys, we've got a lot of work to do. Well, now the house was empty.
Yeah, imagine. What do you want to do?
What can we do? What do we do? Oh, feel how squishy the rabbit is.
Squishy ball.
Oh, it's so squishy.
What's the
I want
squishy? Oh, these are so good.
Yeah.
Look, Matthew, this is a kid.
I know, these are good. I still get Santa.
It's an odd cloud.
Pardon?
This cloud is very odd.
Is it big?
Yeah, it's huge, but it
Yeah.
looks like a flat cloud, like it's all spread out.
I can see it. Ish, sort of.
What about you and Tully then, Drew? Do you distance bother, or I guess you're different, like you
It
guys?
doesn't really bother because I'm taking solace in the fact that I've got so much time on my hands like this. But it's the unknown is the biggest
Yeah.
part of it. And it is, isn't it?
Okay.
It is
hard to give a definitive answer now. When you...
Well, me and Tim are going to see how we go.
Yeah, we're just going to play it by ear. Like, when I introduce her to the folks,
She's coming over for Christmas.
yeah, we're going to move in together.
We're going to meet the guinea pig.
Gahan, the house must have been a big place when the other 4 housemates went into the Sanders workshop and just left you and Jade.
Haha, that was very funny, Big Brother. Yeah, and it felt very big. And even this, she didn't even, like, her conversations are just, I don't know what it is. Like, oh, look at this cloud. It's a big cloud. It's a weird cloud. How's the cloud meant to look? So, yeah, it was very interesting, Big Brother. It was good, but that...
Who's baby going to sleep?
That's so adorable.
Like, she thinks Ed treats her like a princess. He ain't that great. He's not a great guy. He's very selfish. Like, they don't argue because she caters to him. She loves to fuss over him. Oh, Ed, do you want me to massage your neck? Do you want me to massage your head? Oh, I'll do that for you. I can do this for you. And she just does everything for him, and he just loves it because she's there to do it for him. So, it's quite funny.
Okay, hop in, Booger.
Coming.
This is your grave. Any last words?
Yeah. Love you all. Thanks for the good time, and see you in the future.
Okay, fill her in.
Oh, it's hot down there.
Yeah, arms down.
The sand will cool you down.
Oh, that's quite heavy.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It gets heavy, doesn't it?
Oh my. Oh, I'm really wedged.
Yeah, get her in there. Get her nice real in there.
Oh, no.
That's going to be hard to get out of.
It's so
Now put heaps over it. Hey, buddy.
Probably out.
I was going
Oh, you can wet yourself as well.
Oh, can you twist my nose? Oh, in the corner. In the corner. That's it. Yep, thank you. Oh, right on the tip. The nose. Yep, thank you. Now, here's a question. Do you prefer me as normal book or these books? Which one would you have? Take your pick.
This is Big Brother. 4 housemates to the lounge.
Books, we gotta go.
We gotta go there.
I generally cannot move.
Good.
I can't feel my legs.
See ya.
Guys.
Oh, poor Boogsy.
Big Brother.
Looks like lightning.
I generally cannot move. You guys suck. You're not my friends anymore. This sucks. Guys, it looks like a storm's coming.
High driver will Boog escape from her sandy, well-endowed prison before the storm sets in? We'll find out very shortly. In the meantime, voting lines are now closed in all states and counting and verification has begun. There are some big questions on all of our minds. Who does Australia think is the better half, Ed or Jade? How popular is Tim? And how loyal are Drew's fans? We're going to find out when one of them goes home tonight.
I think these are the best odds we'll ever have in our entire lives.
Man.
Betting odds. 1 in 6 chance of winning 250,000.
Join the online brotherhood in time for tonight's supersized eviction. It's the Lovebirds versus the Pranksters. So head to Facebook, Twitter, or download the Jump In app to grill tonight's evictee about their Big Brother experience. #BBEvictee.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Eviction Night Live, and we're extremely close to finding out who will go home. Either Ed, Jade, Drew, or Tim will not make it to the final week. But first, to another very important matter, we need to know if Boog got out of her sandy dilemma before the storm hit. Surely her caring and considerate fellow housemates, they would have helped her out.
Need a candle.
I can't.
Where's that candle?
I would get up if I could.
Before the housemates find out whether they've passed this week's task, they all need to be gathered in the living room.
I'm not kidding around
We'll get your hands out. I had dirty.
Right, butthead. You're a gentleman there.
Push up those boobies.
Look at my pants fell down.
It's awkward.
That was like me trying to give myself a hernia.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, this week your task was to effectively run Santa's workshop by prepping presents for children in need of some Christmas cheer. Big Brother will now hand you over to Ben to show you how you did.
Oh. Hello, housemates. This week you've been busy working with Santa's Little Helpers, making some really beautiful gifts. Let's spread some of that Christmas cheer to the Mater Children's Hospital.
Where's that? Oh, wow.
Yes, this is for you, my beautiful. I can't take credit for wrapping it. I hope you like red. That's for you.
Thank you.
This is Build About. Do you want to have a look? It's for you. Yeah. Wow. He's got glasses like me. Oh, so cute. And the housemates, they wrap and bring in these presents. Oh, wow.
How you going, mate?
G'day, Tom. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, oh no, you do that one. You do that one.
Box bigger than you.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Is everybody happy with their presents? The kids have spoken. House, you passed this week's task.
Actually got like our presents that we wrapped.
Yeah, so cute.
That's really cool.
Oh,
I hope we get to do stuff like that.
I know, I want to do that too. That's so cool.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, we wrapped them.
Now, yeah.
Housemates,
So cool.
your gifts have been gratefully received by over 100 children desperately in need of a boost in their lives.
Wow, that's so cool.
Housemates, you have put smiles on their faces.
It's Big Brother. Thank you, Big Brother.
That is all.
Big Brother is feeling generous. He also has early Christmas presents for the housemates.
You may open your presents.
Big Brother is returning their personal items they sacrificed for food 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. This is like Christmas.
Thank you, Big Brother.
But there's one item that still hasn't been returned to the house. After Tahan threw Tim's precious eviction jacket over the wall 2 months ago.
Oh, wow. What have I got to do?
Tim,
Yes, Big Brother.
Big Brother feels confident that you recognise the stunning item to your left.
Yes, I haven't seen it in a while, but it is one of my favourite jackets, which I have not. I've only worn it once, the first ever eviction I was up for. I wore it, and it's the last time I saw it.
Not just any jacket, Tim. Your unique, one-of-a-kind, special, silver-studded Phoenix jacket.
Yeah. It's pretty unique. I don't even know if I fit it anymore.
Let's find out.
No, you want me to put it on? Well, we'll see. Oh, it doesn't look that much special from the front, like it's just like a sleeveless vest, but when you're turning around, oh, look out! Oh, it does feel good. What have I got to do? Eat sheet sprains, lick Tahan's feet. What have I got to do?
It's a bit simpler than that, Tim.
Huh.
You need to walk out of the diary room.
Oh, you're just giving it to me. What? I don't understand.
Tim, this really isn't that perplexing. Think of all the diary room dilemmas you've faced this year. This surely is the easiest. There's not even any dilemma.
But now I freak out that it's unlucky. I'm not superstitious, but it just seems like bad luck to get given the jacket that I wanted to leave the Big Brother house wearing before the eviction.
Tim, you seem perplexed.
This should be so easy, shouldn't it? I just think if I walk out wearing it, it's me saying I think I'm going home this week.
Nothing is ever straightforward with Tim, is it? And speaking of complicated, Ed and Jade and Ed, #Drade or Jed, whatever you call them, there's no denying they've been one of the major stories of 2013. But what happens to the love story if one of them leaves?
Last week, Jade accidentally let those 3 little words slip.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry. Didn't mean to say it out loud.
You what?
I didn't mean to say it out loud.
But in true Ed fashion, Prince Charming kept his cards close to his chest.
I can't give you that word at the minute. I do feel a bit bad because of that.
Now the couple are both in danger of going home.
It scares the bejeebers out of me thinking that this could really be our last moments together.
This is the last eviction before the final week, so what will happen next?
I have fallen for Ed completely in here. I think he is the most amazing guy that I've met in a long time.
I don't think they're in love. I think they do like each other a lot. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens.
Will Ed actually reveal his true feelings?
How do you feel your relationship with Jade is going? Ed, I'm giving you a chance to say it now.
I couldn't reciprocate it at that moment, but I do care about Jade a lot.
Will Jade say I love you again?
You said it twice.
Will their relationship keep them safe against the likes of pranksters Tim and Drew?
The boys against the couple. Who now want the rat bags or the sweethearts?
Or will they be torn apart just days before the Big Brother finale?
If she left, I'd be absolutely devastated, and I hope that's not the case this next eviction.
Because Ed goes, what does she do?
Well, that's so true. Like,
What would she do?
Would she actually do?
I would be very devastated if Ed left.
So if Jade or Ed go, we could be on the verge of witnessing an actual heartbreak tonight. It's Ed and Jade versus Tim and Drew. The Straighty 180s, the Straighty 180s versus the Naughty Boys. Both camps firmly believe they've earned the right to stay, but unfortunately for them, Australia has the call. So who will you evict tonight? Welcome back, everyone. Now, this is the 10th year Big Brother has been held at Dreamworld, and everyone involved has had an amazing time. If you want to come and experience all the Gold Coast has to offer, go to themeparkcapital.com.au for more details. Back to the house now, and there is still speculation going on about Ed and Jade, even between Ed and Jade. Spoiler alert, Jade is about to ask Ed if he would rather have the $250,000 or her.
It just will suck if one of us goes.
No.
Imagine if he goes before her.
Could happen.
Well, it could. It could. But that will be interesting. I just would love to tell him what we actually perceive him as.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a big ball of fluff.
A big ball of fluff that the cat likes to play with.
Wow.
I don't want to keep doing this packing.
No.
Why did you say yesterday at dinner you would choose me over winning Big Brother?
What's the better prize, Ed or the Big Brother winner?
Oh, drum roll, please!
That's easy, Ed. Oh, Ed, what's the better prize, Jade or Big Brother?
Was that just because I said it? Honest. Yes.
No, I think you just said it and then I said it straight after, didn't I?
You said it just because I said it.
I said it straight after. They're one of those questions that is hypothetical that you're never going to be faced with.
No, I was just wondering.
So it's easy to throw it off like that. It's not a realistic... There's never going to be a point where if you get that money, that's going to change what we have.
Money isn't as important to me. I've had this whole experience, that's why I came here.
Yeah, true.
I never came here for the money, and I never came here to
But
win.
I don't think you came here to find
No, absolutely
whatever
not.
we've got either.
But if someone had said at the beginning of the show, you're going to make it to the end,
Yep.
and you're either going to walk away in the last week with, all right, let's put it this way, potentially the love of your life, or $250,000, pick now, definitely would have gone with the love of my life.
Yeah?
100% every time.
I just want to be a fly in the wall listening to what they say.
I think you'd be a pretty bored fly.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm the love of your life? Serious question.
I think it would be a bloody good story if you were.
Yeah. Have you been thinking about that all day?
What?
That question you just asked me.
No, it just something came to me. No, I'd forgotten about it. I don't know what reminded me of it. I knew you'd only said it because I said it, but I was just wondering.
Ideally, my dream. That would be my dream. But
Amazing.
It would be so fun.
Be funny as.
it would be funny.
I'd have, that's winning right there for me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
I just don't think it will. I think
It seems too perfect.
one of those two will be in the mix.
It seems too perfect.
I know.
No.
And nothing generally goes perfectly here.
Yeah.
Did you say avoid fly on the wall? Now, from the very beginning, pranksters Drew and Tim were joined at the hip, but there was also an underlying rivalry between them. Drew's been divorced from Jade and separated from Tully, so is he about to suffer his third breakup of the year?
They've been the lovable larrikins of Big Brother 2013.
We're the Sugar Sisters.
Tim and Drew have entertained,
Magic happens.
pulled pranks, and often infuriated others.
It's never my birthday.
But now they face off against each other for a place in the top 5. Some people think they're not as loyal as they appear.
Tim is in it for Tim, Drew is in it for Drew. They'd stab each other in the back if it meant they would win.
Tim has always been a leader in the house, while Drew has been accused of being his follower.
I do find that Drew does copy a lot of things Tim does.
Tim's the ringleader and Drew's the sheep.
They'll have to shine this week if they want to outlast the couple, Ed and Jade, who would love nothing more than to see Tim or Drew booted.
They are manipulators, Tim being the main culprit.
And there's a very real chance one of the most popular male housemates could leave tonight.
I don't want to go. I'm not ready to go.
How will the puppet master survive without his puppet?
Sorry. It's felt really good to have a friend like Drew around.
Or the puppet without his master?
He is my best mate in here. If Tim went home, I'd be devastated.
We're moments away from the main event. Ed versus Jade versus Drew versus Tim. One of the biggest names in the game is about to fall, and the eviction starts right after this.
How badly do you want to make the top 5?
Everyone wants to be here for as long as they can, and I want to be here for the last day of this show so I can say I've seen everything.
My golden goal was to make it to the final week and make it to the final week with Tim. If I could make it through and him make it through this eviction as well, I've done way more than I even came here to achieve.
For me, it's always been about Australia deciding. If they don't want to watch me, then I'd rather not be in the house.
Final 5, really fingers crossed. Don't want to go home now, I've come this far.
This is Eviction Night Live. Are you ready for the biggest eviction yet? Golden couple Ed and Jade could be torn apart. Mischief makers Tim and Drew could be split up for good. Whatever happens, it will have major repercussions. So let's go live to the house and get it started. Hello again, housemates.
Hello, Sonia.
How are we?
Nervous.
Are we? Well, I've got some questions to ask of you. First of all, Tim.
Hello?
Where is your special eviction jacket?
Well, I didn't like that I felt like I was being dressed by Big Brother. I'll choose when I wear it, and I don't feel like it tonight.
You were overthinking it, were you?
Yeah, I did go a bit crazy. What else is new with me?
Jade.
Yes?
How confident are you that you'll make it through tonight?
Not very confident. There's 3 amazing guys on this bench right now, so it's tough competition, but yeah, I'm happy either way. There's positives to both.
Alrighty. Ed?
Yes, Sonia?
Ed, what would it mean to you to be there in the grand final?
I'd love to be there for the grand final. It means that we're, I guess the public think we're relatable, and we've all put ourselves out there, so we'd love to be in the grand final, and yeah, we'll wait and see, but tonight's a pretty big hurdle.
Big hurdle indeed. Drew?
Hi, Sonia.
Sorry. Tully! Shush! Give me one name who won't be going home tonight. One name, someone who definitely won't be evicted tonight.
I'll give you two, Bugsy and T.
True. All right, Tim.
Yes, Sonia.
One last thing. You know how this works. I'm going to save two and evict one.
Yes.
So tell me what you think the order will be.
Oh.
How do you think two from saved?
Who was saved?
Oh, who will be saved?
Yes.
I'm not saying that. You've got to
In
answer
order.
for that.
Who's going to be saved first? Who's going to be saved second? Go on, have a crack. Have a crack.
All right, who's going to be saved first?
Save yourself.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not that good.
If you were wearing your special jacket, you would know.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Well, we are about to find out. The eviction will decide the top 5 for Big Brother 2013. Best of luck to you all. This is eviction time. Here we go. 4 of you have been nominated. 1 is about to be evicted. Australia has voted, and I can tell you that this week we have had easily the most votes all series.
Whoa.
So, in no particular order, 1 nominee who's received enough votes to save them and who will not be going home tonight is... Drew! Also, in no particular order, the next safe nominee is... Tim!
No, it is. But it's not good. It's not.
Congratulations, Drew and Tim. You are safe. Ed and Jade.
How did I know that was going to happen?
Tonight's evictee will be announced in just a moment. Sit tight.
That was always happening if one of us is going.
No, I knew it's me. I know.
Let me see.
There was
Say
no
those things.
cheers for me. You guys got massive cheers. I'm so happy. Paying attention to that.
You know,
We'll be alright as well. Let's not have a freak out either way. We'll see everyone in a few days at best. I mean, at worst. I need a drink of water.
Yeah, done.
Oh, it's the most votes ever.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thanks for bringing in the bacon. One of us is
You want to go in the gold room quickly?
So I have to give you some time alone.
so nervous.
Oh no, stop. Birds are going to be broken up. Look at what I'm saying. Like,
Just so pretty.
Romeo and Juliet, Mark Anthony and Cleopatra, Ed and Jade, all epic love stories that were cut short in extreme circumstances. When we return, Australia's most public breakup will happen live. Don't worry, we're keeping a close eye on Ed and Jade. You won't miss anything. Find out who's going next.
It's going to be interesting to see, you know, what happens if one of them does go. And I'm sure we'll see some tears and some hugs and I'll miss you and some, maybe not, you don't know. But it's coming to an end and someone has to go, so it could be them.
If Ed left, Jade would be inconsolable, I think. She'd take it a lot harder than Ed, for sure.
Jade's mentioned that she's afraid of some fan club coming after Ed, like he's got some kind of believer following. So I think the teenage girls are after Ed.
If Jade went home, Ed would be pretty devastated, I think.
he'd be upset for a little bit, but I think in here, the best thing to do is grow strong and move on.
In a very ideal world, it would be us two standing there on stage in the final. That would be most amazing.
This is Big Brother and Eviction Night has reached fever pitch. Only 2 nominees remain, and they just happen to be Ed and Jade, 2 parts of a very whirlwind romance. And now the star-crossed lovers are about to be torn apart. Let's cross live to the house and do the deed. Hi, housemates.
Hi, Sonia.
Oh, Ed and Jade, this is going to be really tough.
Oh, we were talking today and we said, I bet this will happen, so we're right.
Well, I'm not really looking forward to announcing tonight's evictee. Jade,
yes.
How much would you prefer it if Tim or Drew was sitting next to you rather than Ed?
It would make it a little bit easier not having Ed, but, you know, I think my time might be up, but, you know, positive either way.
And Ed, if you go, how do you think Jade will cope without you in the house?
She'll be fine. She's a tough, independent girl. There's not long until we think this is coming to an end, so she'll be absolutely fine.
She'll be apples. All right. Well, should we get on with it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Time to announce tonight's evictee. I wish you both the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ed and Jade, after receiving the least number of votes to save this week, it's time to go. It's time to go, Ed!
I'll give you this. It's nearly got okay, I think. It's not working. Yeah.
Let Jenny for you to stay or go.
Yeah, I'll give you this. Don't worry. It's fine, guys. 94 days.
It could be a fake. It could be fake.
It won't be a fake. Give you that. Good luck. Oh, don't worry. It's nearly happening. God, man. I can't believe it. Very good. Yeah, that's okay. Good luck, man. Is that great?
We'll be seeing each other soon. Good luck.
Good luck in the final.
Good luck and kill it.
I'm nervous going out of there.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
And kill it.
We'll see, hey? Oh.
This is Big Brother.
Yeah.
Ed, you have been evicted.
Thanks.
You have 10 seconds to exit the Big Brother house.
This happens really quickly. It's like, I don't know. See you, buddy. Come here, mate. See you, buddy. Be good. Well, guys, have an awesome time. Sorry about my video. It's not great. But thanks, guys. I've had an absolute amazing time, and I know I'll see you in a week, but I wish I could be here with you. But, oh, God. Yeah, I've learned a lot about myself in here, so thanks for helping me with that. But, yeah. Oh, I feel like I'm about to cry. It'll be fine.
I feel like you're leaving you guys
after it, Tim. You'll be fine. Absolutely fine. It's like 2 days, or a week, or whatever it is.
Have the best time.
Yeah.
You'll be
See you, man.
fine.
Up top.
See ya.
Have fun. See you, boys.
See ya.
Enjoy it.
Have the best
Rip it
time.
out. See you, man.
See you soon.
Have fun. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy it. I'll be watching. It's really knocks on windows in this match. See you, man.
See you, Ed. Jade. Should have been me.
Oh, don't stop.
Should have been. I didn't get any cheers. What the hell?
Nothing.
Don't mean a thing.
I never got any cheers either when people were talking to me. All the boys got cheers. I didn't get cheers.
It's a heavily girl crowd.
You'll see him so soon.
Yeah,
So
so
soon.
soon.
He'll go like that now. Yeah.
Mr. Clooney.
He's so proud of you. Yeah, you know you've got a chance to do it for both of you. Oh, buddy.
Oh, Mr. Clooney. Oh, he's going to have to give it to someone else.
I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah, it's yours. That's part of the separation.
The custody.
I don't want the dog. It's yours.
Jade's upset, Mr. Clooney's upset. But saddle up the white horse because Prince Charming is leaving the Big Brother castle for good, and it's time to find out how Mr. Perfect really feels about his fellow housemates, especially the fair maiden Jade. Ed joins us next. Did anyone order a six-pack? Please welcome Ed. Good. It's Ed. You didn't see your brother, did you?
Yeah,
Go and say hi. Go on, give him a kiss. Go on. You give him a hug.
I'm so
All right, come and sit down. Wow. Crowd's going crazy. Say hello to him. It's because they're devoed. They're absolutely devastated because now they don't have anybody to watch working out in the house anymore.
I can't really hear. Yeah, this is so overwhelming. I don't even know what to do, to be honest. I'm just, you think a million things at once. I've just obviously left the house and this is so foreign and I didn't realise there's this many people here.
There's a lot of people here.
Oh, so many people.
Now, Edward,
yes,
you didn't get the votes that you needed to stay in the house, but because we are so close to the end, we are only going to be revealing the percentages for tonight's votes, all right? Not the faces. So let's have a look and see. There you are.
Ooh.
So you can see how close it was. Next person down was 22.1.
Yep.
Then actually everything was fairly tight this week and more votes than ever before.
Really?
What do you think that order is? If you had to guess, what do you think it would be?
I'd say, I've always thought that Tim's a very strong contender, so I'd give him 35. I'd give Jay 24 and Drew 22.
Right, okay. Well, we don't get to find out tonight because it's too close to the end. No, so would I. So would I. All right. You got the nickname Prince Charming while you were in the house. And that didn't stop people from nominating you, though. So let's take a look at who nominated you and why.
Ed comes across as Prince Charming, but I think there's also a different side to Ed that we haven't seen yet. I would like to nominate Ed.
Ed. He doesn't ever have an opinion. He's got impressive abs, but I'm yet to see any guts.
Ed would have a better Big Brother experience if he occasionally dropped the nice guy routine and spoke his true emotions or reactions to other people.
Obviously, I see him as a major threat in the game. I do believe that he's so worried about getting caught up in what he looks like in the house and he's actually not saying his true thoughts.
He's so immersed in the game and he's got all these conspiracy theories in his head when actually nothing's really going on anymore.
I'm going to nominate Ed.
Ed for 2 points.
Ed for 3 points.
He's been manipulating behind Tim's back a lot, and he's turned Jade, Maddie and Michaela against him. He's actually turned them into little Ed clones.
I think he's come across as a bit one-dimensional and boring.
Interesting, isn't it, to look back? So were you surprised by any of those nominations?
Definitely Tahan surprised me, but the thing about Tahan is she's come into this game and she's said exactly what she's here for. She's here to win the game. But in the Big Brother house, it's very hard not to get lost in relationships, and Tim and I have a strong relationship, but very different. So to hear that what I sort of say about Tim can be related to me is, that's interesting, but...
We are going to get to Tim very soon, but first, how do you feel about what Tim's dad said about you manipulating the game?
Yeah, oh look, it's interesting because that's what I say about Tim. So, and Tim and I have a mutual respect for one another, very different in terms of our approach, yet at the end of the day, Tim and I are friends, but this is a game and it's very hard to figure out what's going on with every single relationship. And it's funny because friends in the house are friends of friends and friends of enemies. But obviously at the end of the day, we're all here for the same reason, which is to potentially be the winner of Big Brother.
To win, exactly. Now, some people thought that you were too concerned with how you were being perceived. So why do you think they would have had that opinion?
I probably came into this, to be frank and honest, I probably thought about that. I probably thought there's things that I wouldn't do, but I quickly learnt and I quickly said I want to give all my vulnerabilities. I find that I get closest to people if I understand their vulnerabilities, and then I obviously had to give mine in turn. So I ended up giving everything I've got, and that's what I'm proud of. I walk out of here knowing that Australia probably know more about me than some people who I've known for a few years.
Yeah,
so it's just very scary at the same time.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was it's so hard. I've been a viewer. I haven't sat here before, but I've watched on TV, and I honestly never thought it would be such a journey where you find out and critique yourself in such a honest way and such an honest manner.
And it brings up the strangest emotions too, because I saw that you were getting kind of emotional when you were having to leave the house.
Yeah, I wouldn't say never cried, but I haven't cried for a pretty long time. I cried, two things that mean most to me are family and friends, and they made me cry in the house. And then leaving what are now my friends was really tough. So tougher than I probably thought it would be.
Yeah, but it is tough.
Yeah,
it is tough. Yeah. And we have loved seeing you in the house, haven't we?
That makes you feel better. You always worry about that.
Oh, no. Yeah. The crowd have really enjoyed you, Ed. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Now, first, let's talk about Tim. Your time with him was difficult. You thought he was controlling the game. You even opted to put Jade up against him because you didn't think
that was a bad one, wasn't it?
that you were going to be sort of strong enough to take Tim out. So let's have a look at your relationship with Tim.
Let's do it.
He's not a Mr. Nice Guy like everybody thinks. I'm going to nominate Ed. Ed, Mr. Ed. Ed?
He's a master manipulator. I nominate Tim. Tim, his manipulation is something that I've been aware of for a very long time.
Big Brother wants you to decide which housemate will join you and face Australia's eviction vote.
I just think Tim's too strong.
He's afraid of me, Big Brother.
You feel threatened by it for some reason, and you feel as if you can make
I do not feel threatened by you, Ed.
No, he's just a manipulator.
He's so gutless. Is he a joke? Did you actually go out there and find the most annoying person that would rub me up?
Tim, we're always going to be different. I've never fabricated anything to make myself get 1 week further. Tim, he is the organiser of chaos in this house, has been for the entire show. He manipulates situations for him to feel as if he's the victim. He's played this game very, very well, and he'll burn every bridge he's got in order to get to the end. He's playing a game, and he's trying to tell everyone he's not.
This whole entire game, he's trying to make me look bad. If he was an animal, he'd be a puppy dog, and probably a house-trained puppy dog.
What animal would you be, Tim?
Maybe a lion?
Are you hoping to take down your prey?
What are your thoughts on Tim?
Look, I stand for everything I've ever said. That Tim is playing this game, and I guess what upset me in it is that he tried to pretend that he wasn't, that he's learnt and found himself. But I know he's here to play the game, and I don't hold that against him. I called him on things that I thought he was doing, and I stand true to that. All I can do is, at that point in time, think of my own thoughts. And that's the hardest thing in this house. We've got so many people there.
Well, so if we go back in time, why did you put Jade up for eviction?
Yeah, that was the first point in the game that I really had to make a decision between my head and my heart, and I didn't want to put up Jade because we were really starting our relationship, but I thought that Tim was such a strong player. Evidently they both are, that they're still there.
If you could go back in time, would you do it differently?
Yeah, probably, but I don't regret it. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Just saying that I would, but yeah, I probably would, but I don't regret that. At that point, it's got me to this far, and Jade's still there.
Now, you are out of the house, but who do you think really won the alpha male competition between you and Tim?
I don't know if there is. I do see us as completely different, and I think we're polar opposites in a lot of manners. So some people like my approach, some people like Tim's approach as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to think me, but Tim's still there, so I guess he's got to take that one.
All right, well, still to come, we are very much looking forward to asking you a couple of juicy questions about your relationship with Jade. What will Ed have to say about his on relationship with the blonde bombshell? We will definitely be going there next.
Banana Man, you have a mission, and there's a lot at stake. Your mission is to find and defuse a time bomb before the 3 minutes count down to 0.
Everybody stay calm. Stay where you are. This is a job for Banana.
It's a bomb!
Be calm. This is a job for Banana Man.
Oh my God.
Looks like there's 3 wires there, Ed.
There's a bomb in the parlour room? You always go for the red one.
That worked!
Banana Man. I would be so upset if I left this place with, I feel, cards on my sleeve that I haven't used yet. I feel as if I'm holding a few cards, and I would love to play them at a later date. I'm not ready to play those cards yet. There has to be a time and place when you pull those cards out. I've got cards that I would love to play. I think bringing any card out any earlier than now or even next week might be too early. You're going to have to pull your cards out. If you want to be here, I'll pull out every card I've got. I've got some cards in my sleeve which I'm willing to play.
What I think is he's actually lost his pack of cards.
Has just been muscled out of the door. Now, Ed, cards. Yes. Oh. Cards. Time to lay them on the table, my friend.
I'm a terrible cards player, as it's now evident.
What are the cards?
I guess for me, they would have been to take on someone like Tim. And, I probably, looking back, at times I probably didn't vote for him because I thought he was a strong player and strategy comes into it. And I thought my cards would be to nominate him.
Giggle because I started to think that you'd played the cards and I just missed it.
I don't know if I did. I didn't know if I even had any.
Cards? We don't know.
Yeah, I'm a terrible cards player, like I said. So yeah, that's why I'm sitting here right now, I guess.
So who do you think will win the whole thing?
I asked that. Honestly, I got asked that by Big Brother the other day, and I said I think that Tahan's a very strong contender. I do think she is. She's being honest with herself. But I would love to see Jade win. She's such a genuine, honest person. So hopefully someone like Jade wins.
Well, let's get to Jade, shall we? It is the good stuff, because at the very very moment her fictional marriage to Drew was exposed, Jade seemed to be holding on to you quite tightly. And from then on, the two of you turned into this quite serious sort of romance. So let's have a look.
Oh, what another one?
The more I get to know him, the more I just think he's incredible. It's literally like being back at school. Everyone's like, ooh.
This sounds stupid. I didn't want to come in here I know I was just sleeping in bed or something like that, but I don't want to do that straight. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to...
He was like, oh, I feel so guilty, I'm sorry. And I was like, I feel like I've just been dumped. Are you interested?
No, she's not my type.
Ed and Jade got together again, and then today it'll be like, oh no, I don't like her.
I'll come in for a bit.
I think he sees it as a ticket to get as further as he can in the game.
I'm glad I met you, Jade.
Don't you? You know, I do hope something comes out of this. I love Ed, I do. I think he is amazing, and hopefully it continues on the outside.
Jade told me she loved me. I did feel a bit bad because I couldn't reciprocate that there and then.
Is she your girlfriend?
We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We're definitely very comfortable with one another, Tim. I care a lot for Jade, and she's somebody I would never ever want to let down or hurt.
I don't think Ed is willing to say, we'll try it on the outside. If he goes, that's probably the end of our relationship.
Your face was priceless through some of that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because early on we got the sense that you weren't actually keen. Was that the case?
Yeah, well, the best thing about what Jade and I had, I guess, is that it grew naturally. At the beginning, had a very awkward conversation because I wasn't comfortable to fabricate anything and wasn't really willing to share a bet at that stage. But then as it progressed and we spent more time together, I was very comfortable with Jade and confided a lot in Jade and trust Jade. So that just progressed and something I'm very proud of.
So was your involvement with Jade, and this question has been asked, ever part of your strategy to stay in the house?
And the best thing, I guess, going back a couple of weeks was when my brother came and I was able to get a little bit of insight, and I knew that other housemates were using that, which is very upsetting because, as I said, if that was part of my strategy, I would have done that.
So genuine?
Yes, it's genuine, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It is quite obvious that Jade is absolutely infatuated with you. Do you feel that you're worthy or deserving of that kind of attention from her?
I guess it's something that I just didn't, as much as I knew I was going in there as a single guy, I didn't expect to find anything like that in the Big Brother house. And like I said, when Jade, I guess, told me of how much she cares for me, I was taken aback. So, yeah.
Yes, she definitely told you.
So, yeah, I'm very proud and very humbled, I guess, that she did that, and yeah, very keen to chat with Jade when she gets out of the house.
Okay, well, here's a scenario, Ed. Jade gets out, you go to the wrap party, and she asks you flat out to be her boyfriend. What's your answer?
Look, Jade and I, we know exactly what it is. As soon as that happens, we'll catch up and chat. And at the wrap party, I might be able to tell you that we are a couple. But it's very much wait and see, and I'll wait until she comes out, and then we'll have that conversation with her.
You should go into politics, Edward.
That's what Big Brother tells me.
You're very good at not answering a question.
Yeah.
It's been a great ride. There was romance, there was gameplay, there was drama, there was a lot of working out, and everybody here was watching from day one.
You forget, you honestly do. You do forget.
Let's have a look at your time in the house.
I don't know if I want to.
This whole experience in itself is very uplifting.
This is pretty cool.
This week's task is the ashes. Yeah, I've got to go to hospital,
You're a liar!
I'm very privileged to be here, and I'm very proud to say I'm friends with these people.
Mr. Bond, I presume.
You are male of the century.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Thank you. Look at this. I've never dealt with anything like this before.
I now pronounce you bros.
I've never been in a game, let alone felt like I'm in a game, within a game, within a game. We are watching you tonight.
Banana that you feed to Ed, you will earn 3 pass balls.
See if you can mark it this time.
I'm not trying to be the most out there person, and my whole journey so far has just been natural.
On 6 points, 12 points, 4 points, 7 points, Ed.
I feel, like a really bad person. This isn't fun. This is a game at the end of the day, so I'm just trying to roll with the punches and adapt to it all.
The next 2 days are the longer.
This has been a life-changing experience for me. In these 4 walls, I've learned a lot about myself. It's such a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I wouldn't give it up for anything in the world. This has been the best experience of my life.
Make you a bit teary.
Yeah. It's so funny to watch 94 Days back.
Yeah.
A little clip, and you forget so much.
94 days. Round of applause for that. You don't get much closer. And because we are now into the final week, Big Brother has a very important announcement for the housemates and for Australia. We are going to cross live to the house so he can deliver the news.
I know down there.
This is Big Brother. Borg, Drew, Jade, Tahan, and Tim.
Yes.
You are the final 5 housemates.
Thank you, Big Brother.
As of right now, the Australian public are no longer voting to save.
Whoa.
They are voting for their winner.
What?
In exactly 1 week's time.
1 week.
After 101 days locked away from the outside world, one of you will be crowned the winner of Big Brother 2013.
So what, we're all in the final?
And we're all in the final.
Who knows?
Housemates, on Monday night, Big Brother will evict the 2 housemates with the least votes to win,
Oh, God.
leaving just 3 housemates in the house for the Big Brother finale.
Oh, golly. This is crazy.
Housemates, you now have a 1 in 5 chance of winning $250,000. The finish line is in sight.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Big Brother wishes you all good luck.
Thank you.
Oh my God!
1 week left in the Big Brother house.
And that is all.
Thank you, Big Brother. Wait, we're at the final.
I'm not thinking about choosing brothers right now.
Ding ding, the championship rounds have begun. No more voting to save Australia from now on. Every vote you cast is a vote to win Big Brother. Votes will accumulate with the bottom 2 going on Monday night's double eviction. And then the votes will continue to add up with the winner being announced next Wednesday. Here's how you can decide the champion.
I don't know if I can win, but I think that the good people should make it to the end. I think the people that have been loyal should make it to the end. I'm just going to put it back out to the Australian public, and hopefully my fans are still out there and rallying for me.
I think Mum would be pretty proud if I had the win. I mean, the money'd be good. I guess you'd be known as the winner of Big Brother 2013 rather than just a housemate. I guess that's pretty cool.
An intruder's never won it before, so winning Big Brother 2013 as an intruder would just be the highlight of my year, my everything. It would just be an absolute bonus.
The best part of winning Big Brother, I think bragging rights and the title would be number 1 for me. To say, hey, I've been up so many times, I kept getting knocked down, but I got back up and I won. So that would be the coolest thing for me.
Glory, that's something you have to earn. And that people can't take it away. And you can't even really lose it. Once you're the winner, you're the winner. And I want to be the winner.
There you go. Ed, thank you so much for being on Big Brother and for being such a brilliant housemate. I think a lot of the women of Australia will be glad to have you back now. All right, come up here, take a bow. Come on, Ed. Come on. Let's hear it for Ed, everyone. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for a ghoulish Halloween party where some of our housemates' worst nightmares will come true. Trick or treat secrets will be revealed on a night they will never forget. And tomorrow night is your last chance to get tickets to a live Big Brother show. Go to dreamworld.com.au to be part of the audience. I'm Sonia Kruger. See you tomorrow. Halloween special.
Dreamworld, the home of Big Brother.